An area that divers tend to swim past is the seagrass area, but it's worth slowing down and taking a closer look. You'll be amazed at what you might find. Lionfish at the pier are easy to spot, but amongst the seagrass their coloration and stripes makes more sense, and they blend in well with their surroundings. What looks like a twig swaying in the surge, on closer inspection turns out to be a pipefish hunting in the grass for tiny crustaceans. Sea cucumbers may not be the prettiest of creatures in the sea, but if you're lucky enough you may find that they're carrying a couple of hitchhikers. Tiny mysid crustaceans buzz around above their anemone, hence their local name of sea bees. Goatfish are escorted on their foraging by a troop of cornetfish who line up, bums in the air, ready to dart forward and capture anything that breaks cover. Different species hunting together or living together seems to happen a lot around here. I'm not sure if this is luck or tactics, but this peppered moray appears to use its body as a barrier, so that when the crab bolts from its hiding place, it's blocked by the moray's body. Then it's just a question of time before the moray strikes and swallows it whole. If you're lucky enough, you may even chance upon a couple of courting morays. A bit of rough and tumble seems to be what they like. At night time, the lionfish can be watched from the pier, hunting near the surface with their spines protruding above the water. From below the action can be seen more easily, and the reflections on the surface make it look like the sea is full of lionfish. The dwarf lionfish are also on the prowl, but never stray too far from the pier legs. Crinoids stretch their legs before trekking off to a different part of the reef. A yellow boxfish is looking for somewhere to stay for the night, but this hole is already taken. This scorpionfish looks like he's not going to get much peace and quiet from the morays tonight. Brunn's cleaning shrimps definitely live up to their name and gave me a pretty good manicure when I was filming them. This banded boxer shrimp is more interested in preening himself than anything that passes by. One of the things I find really hard to resist is looking in the coral heads for the tiny crabs and shrimps that live there. The crabs certainly seem to have attitude, always raising their pincers to anything that passes by. A moon jellyfish leads the way back to the pier to end the dive. One of the sites that's just 5 minutes away is Sinkers, which is a mooring buoy sunk by the Israeli army in 35 metres of water. Only problem was that the chain was only 25 metres long, so the buoy sits around 10 metres below the surface. The chain is encrusted with soft corals and is smothered with life. It can be a bit of a slog to get out there, so make sure there's no current before you go. On the way back from Sinkers, you swim over the pretty coral gardens of a site called Outside Hilton. This is one of the prettiest reefs I've seen in a long while, and it's worth spending some time here, or even just come back for a dive there alone. There's an array of other sites that you can visit in the area, like Pipelines, Ras Mamlak, Ras Abergulum, Magana and Mazariq, all with their own individual topography to explore and different creatures to find. If you're into wrecks and lumps of metal, then the pier and sinkers probably won't satisfy your cravings. But if you're new to diving, into photography, videography or underwater creatures, then Nuweiba is definitely a great place to visit, and I for one know that it's a place that I'll keep coming back to.